Hello, my name is Science Beard, and I've come to bring you excellent news. You too can be rich. Woo! Yes, through the power of woo. Sorry, meant Buddha power. Intro, please. Who would I turn to if I had financial problems? Luckily, YouTube ads give me that information for free. Yay, lucky me. So I came across this ad and I was not disappointed. Everything seemed to be super legit. They even used science. In fact, they referred to something better than science, as you will see in just a minute. I went on their website immediately, having been persuaded by the ad.
When I graduated college, I never thought I'd be considered one of the richest people in Asia. I experienced a lot of failures that most people will consider funny.
Oh, I bet this is going to be hilarious.
I failed in my primary school test.
Well, that's terrible. Who are these most people laughing at primary school children? Sociopaths. No wonder the world is in so much trouble right now. Maybe I haven't waited long enough. Maybe it gets funnier. Well, funny.
Twice. I failed in middle school 3 times. And for 3 years, I tried getting into universities and failed.
There may be a reason why you didn't get into university with struggling in school. Maybe you're not the academic type. At least you didn't shoot for the top universities, the most competitive to get into. In the UK, we call them Oxbridge and the Russell Group. What are they called in the US again? No, sorry, drawing a blank.
I also tried to get into one of the United States Ivy League schools. All of them ended in rejection.
Oh, okay. A couple of things here. Firstly, bless you for persisting, but it's not a lottery. Either you have the ability, status, or the money to get into a top university, or you don't. I also hate how the US Americans call them schools. Anyway, moving on.
When my attempts at good education all went nowhere, I went home and applied for jobs 30 times.
Again, I think I can help you here. You didn't do well in school, didn't get into university, and even tried to get into one of the best universities. Your confidence was obviously not shattered by your failures. In fact, I would say that your confidence was maybe a problem. Did you assume that while other people needed to study, you could just turn up to the test in school? Did you think that people were going to discover how brilliant you were through mediocre test scores and failed attempts at getting into universities? What jobs did you apply for? CEO of Google? President? King of the world? Maybe you should have started a little smaller. And also, 30 job applications isn't a lot, unless you apply 30 times for the same job, in which case it is a lot. Okay, calm again now. I think I may have been a little harsh. Please continue.
And still got rejected. I was on the verge of giving up.
Giving up what? You haven't done anything yet. You can't give up if you haven't started. Unless you mean writing overly ambitious applications to universities, to employees. I really would like to see your CV or resume for our American friends. How long was it? I bet it was 7 pages long with lots of critical achievements such as making yourself breakfast and making YouTube videos which nobody will ever see. Oh well, sounds a bit like me now. Oh my God, am I projecting? I'm projecting. Okay, calm again. Carry on, good sir. You are, after all, one of the richest men in Asia, and why would I doubt that self-assessment?
Until I came across an old man who told me about the idea of feng shui. I was mesmerized by what I heard from the old man. So I asked my parents if they knew something about it.
I applaud you. You knew there was a danger that you could be taken in by the hypnotic words that this elderly gent spoke. So you decided to consult with somebody else. Your parents. Maybe not as clever as I first thought, because either your parents saw you struggling and presumably gave you advice which you then implemented, and it resulted in a tailspin of ever-increasing confidence versus lack of achievement, or you ignored their advice, which may have been the wrong thing to do. Depending on what happens next, either you are someone who ignores good advice, or you are asking the wrong people and haven't learned from experience either way. Let's say that you learned that your parents give good advice, so let's give you and your parents the benefit of the doubt. What pearls of wisdom did they have for you?
They told me that feng shui is a pseudoscience originating from China.
Well, that's refreshingly honest. Unless the sort of people who watch this far into the video and are still giving it a chance don't know what pseudo means. Moving on.
It claims to use energy forces to harmonize individuals with their surrounding environment. The art of feng shui is used to optimize abundance and prosperity of every kind. Wealth, health, relationships, and career success.
Wealth, health, relationships, and career success. I get that wealth and career success have something to do with abundance and prosperity, or rather the other way around, but health? Relationships? If my health was abundant, I guess I'd like that in a sort of metaphorical way. An abundance of relationships? That seems exhausting.
Many famous people and companies in the world use feng shui too.
Obviously, too many to mention. Even one. Okay.
I was surprised and a bit curious about the beaded bracelet. Even before asking, the master told me that...
Yeah, I can see you were not taken in at all and maintained your skepticism, not mesmerized at all.
That it's called the Feng Shui Black Obsidian Wealth Bracelet.
And who doesn't like Sorry, I had to.
By combining the mythical creature, Pixiu, with the natural volcanic stone, Black Obsidian, it enhances the flow of positive energy greatly, especially in the area of wealth.
I'm glad you said wealth. Wouldn't want to breach YouTube guidelines.
The Pixiu helps attract the flow of positive energy and is also believed to attract wealth, while the Black Obsidian blocks and filters negative energies.
So if it leaves more negative energy for everybody else, what does that make me if I use one of these bracelets? A cowfish? I leave a trail of noxious chemicals in the water for everybody else? Okay.
In just a few days, I talked to some of my friends about an online business, and they agreed to assist me with the funding.
Sure, ask your friends to give you money, based on your confidence, which we have learned is quite something. This is like hush money, really, isn't it? Here, have some money now. Hush.
Over the next 4 months, the site started attracting clients from other countries across the world. Within a year, my online business had already raised $4 million from one of our leading exporters and another $10 million from a Japanese client.
This sounds eerily like the logic of investing in e-commerce from the late 90s. I have a website and sure enough people are just throwing money at me, no problem. Yeah, that's how it works. But hold on. It's due to the bracelet, isn't it?
Seeing how the bracelet helped me succeed.
Clearly that's related. Yep. Must be. Successful people must have these bracelets up the yazoo. Although this guy was pretty useless, and in a short time he became massively successful. Proof enough for me. Go on, tell me more. Did you share your success with your friends?
My friends decided to give it a try. One shared how it stopped her illness that wouldn't go away for months. Another finally passed the board exam after failing 3 times. Another friend told how he overcame depression and regained his self-confidence.
What? Wait, what? Are these the same friends who gave you the startup money? Somebody who thought they were potentially terminally ill? Somebody who is as academically weak as you, but is now on the way to becoming a doctor? Yes, that's what you want in a doctor. Somebody who gets it right on the 4th attempt. Not going to them for a diagnosis for something urgent. And a clinically depressed person?
Before he went his way, the old man taught me how to wear it.
Wait, you had to be shown how to wear a bracelet? Okay, things are coming into sharp focus here.
First, you need to wear the bracelet on your dominant hand, the hand you use to write.
That makes it really difficult to hide though, you know, just in case it turns out to be woo.
You also need to make sure that the head of the Pixiu is outward to draw energy from all directions. Before wearing it, you also need to remember to touch it frequently.
Let me guess. If you don't do it enough, it doesn't work and you shouldn't blame the bling, right? And what exactly is enough? You don't tell us. So presumably, We will know only when good things are starting to happen, right? And if they don't, well, you didn't touch your bracelet enough.
This lets it know that you are the master and it should assist you.
Plot twist! You now are the master. But seriously, if you hear voices, then seek help. The excuse, the bracelet told me to do it, is not a legal defense.
Do not allow others to touch it. If someone else touches it, cleanse it with water. Do not wear it while bathing, because it is incompatible with dirty things.
So you need to avoid people touching your bracelet. Well, they can only come near it if they either A, do a spontaneous palm reading because you seem the type of person, or B, they want to shake your hand maybe. Introduce themselves, get friendly. Easily solved, to be fair. You're already wearing the bracelet in full view. Nobody's going to shake your hand. And don't wear it where you get clean? What? How is this?
Other than the points mentioned, all you need to do is to wear it and let it do its magic.
Hang on a finger-licking second.
With the internet and social media, people are now becoming more aware of feng shui and how it helps people attract positive energies. Had I known about this sooner, I could have helped a lot of people with my business by just wearing the feng shui black obsidian bracelet.
You are the old guy, aren't you? The circle is complete. You were the master, and now you are the master once again. Okay, so I didn't get that right. The twists, the turns, the completely expected story from the guy who's trying to flog you woo and pseudoscience and made his fortune doing it.
You can connect imbalances of energy and start to enjoy life without worries or anxieties. You have nothing to lose except bad energy, negative thoughts, and misfortunes. Click on the link below and start getting the positivity you need to achieve more.
You need to connect imbalances of energy? What does that even mean? You have nothing to lose, except for the money it costs you. Can't be much though, can it? How much? Breathe. So, be positive. Okay, I'm trying to be positive. This jewelry must be exceptional and not available anywhere else, right? A quick Google for Buddha power. Okay, wow, I did expect that. Not the same though, right? Yep, totally different. Who knew? See ya.